Hello everybody. I'm going to talk about the eyeshadows that I've been loving. But before I start doing that, I'm going to ask you to please do all of the things you know what they are. So this is the project that was created by my friend Deb, and she named it Enjoy Your Eyeshadows. So the hashtag for this is EYES2023. Yes. This is a project that is going to run from January 4th to December 31st of this year. And the main point that the one thing we're supposed to do here is have a peak and a pit, a favorite and a worst. We are allowed to use anything we want. Now, the updates are going to be on or around the 4th. I tend to not do weekends, so I think you're going to be getting this on the 3rd. I'm pretty sure. As long as I don't have any more technical difficulties than normal. You never know with me. Okay, so what else do you need to know? This is what you need to know. There are some wonderful women doing this with me. So in addition to Deb, because it is her project, I have also got Danny from Danny's Makeup, Jen from Project Beauty, Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty, and then Mandy from Mandy IRL. If there are other people doing this and I do not have you listed in my description box down below, I truly do apologize. But I have the collaborators of whom I'm aware listed down below, along with, I think I put Deb's introduction to this also, simply because she explains it so much better, all of the different projects from which she took ideas and then mooshed them together to get this. I'm losing words already. Let's talk about what I have used. Now, this is medium slower than normal for me simply because January was not great. I am going to be doing this first of the month to the last day of the month, even though we don't update until the 3rd or 4th, whatever. It's easier for me to cut off the last day of the month. What I have been doing is I've been writing them down and then putting them in a bucket. So the first one that I want to talk about is actually a single. This is a Sephora single. It is a lovely, lovely pink color. It is called Strawberry Macaron. And, okay, I've got the lighting screwy again, so hopefully you can tell that it's this gorgeous pink color. I don't know. We'll see how this works out. This is one of my favorites, and I have a really big well on this. I didn't realize that. I've gone through a couple of them. This is a gorgeous baby pink, and for me, it is almost the color of me. So if I want to set my eye prep with something that's pink, that's the shade I go to. That's my always have it around in the drawer, kind of a base shade for me. Then I was working with the Very Magical palette from Shy Bear Cosmetics. From the, there we go. Now from this I only pulled a couple. I think. Let me think. All right. Well, okay. I used Superstar, which is a very light pink shimmer. I used this one, Candy Comet, which is a deeper pink shimmer. And they are both really pretty. Can you see that? Pink. Well, they're both pink. That was a silly thing to say. Like I said, the lighting is a little bit different because I'm standing once again. I can sit, but my back is a little sore today, so it's easier for me to stand. All right. That pink shimmer right there, that one is the one that's Superstar, and this one is Candy Comet. Oh, wow. Can you see that? They're lovely. They're both very nice, actually. They just don't show up real well with what I've got going on here. Then I was working with the Glam Light Strawberry Shortcake palette. This is the Berrylicious palette. This was their Black Friday release. It actually released on that day. And these shades are just numbered. So this is the pinks and the greens and some reds. And we have got, okay, I used shade 2, shade 4, which is kind of a golden, and it was kind of okay. No, that one was okay. Yeah. And then I used, what did I use? I used this one and I used this one. That's what I used. I think I put the numbers down wrong. No, maybe I just can't see. That's entirely possible. All right. So, and then so since I used 4 shades out of there, that's what they look like. Okay, that's really bright pink. This one is a gold to pink kind of flip. So the flip part is nice. I don't know if you're seeing that when I'm doing that. If I do it on my hand, maybe? Is that easier? Hopefully you got to see all of the flip in that. I like the Glam Light formula. Now, I have heard that some people think that their mattes are somewhat dry or they come out patchy. I haven't had that problem, but I also specifically take a couple of steps with my eye base and then I set it and then I go over it. So I think that helps with some of the patchiness for the mattes is because my eye base is set. And I tend to pack and then blend because part of it's the EDS, but part of it is that I'm old and the skin is just not as taut as it could be. And if I just try and fan, a lot of times I'll get like stutter steps because I have old wrinkly eyes. All right. Then one of the things that I used, and this one, we're going to have to see what I think about this one. This shade right here, you can't even tell it's a color, is a very pretty baby pink. And it is called, what is it called? Taffy. The problem for me is that it was a bit crumbly. I'm going to have to go over here. It's got a really good color. It's really pretty. It's almost got a little bit of a blue undertone in it with that really pretty pink. So it is definitely different than this one. That's shinier where this has got more of a white to a whiter. I just said it had a blue base. It doesn't. It has a whiter base, but it has some blue reflex in it maybe or something like that. It ends up being different than the other one. Anyway, one of the things, and I don't have it here, but I'm just going to tell you what I did because I'm not including the things that I'm using that are in projects. And one of the things that I have been using, and I have it on today too, is I've been using the Zarine that I have in Throwback 30, the gray part of that. And I've been using that a lot as eyeliner. So that was one of the other things. I did write it down, but I didn't bring it out here because I don't think it counts. I don't know. I don't know if Deb has rules for that or not. If it's already in a project, I am choosing to not include things that are in projects, just additional things that I grab because I figure you see the other stuff anyway. So that's what I'm doing. The other thing that I did was played with the NBA Cosmetics Celestial Moon Palette. And this is what it looks like. Now, in this, I used, and of course I don't have these in order. Let's do this without blinding you. All right. We've got Illusion, and then we have got Stargaze, which is this one right here. And I don't know if you can see, it's a shimmery color. And then we have got Phenomena, which is a very, very, very deep purple. Dreamscape is this one here, the bluish one. And then Eclipse is the more purple shimmer compared to Dreamscape. Those two are definitely different. And then finally, the other one that I have in is Moonbeam. And that is a shimmer. It's a little bit, I don't know. Nope, it doesn't work for me. Sometimes if you do that, you can see the flips in the mirror, but it doesn't work for what I'm doing. All right. I think the order I wrote these down and maybe the order I put some of them on in, I'm not even sure, but we're going to get you. Okay, that's Illusion. And I made a mess, but that's Illusion. Then I had Stargaze. Oh, okay. I don't know what color it's coming out for you guys. After that, the other one I showed you was Phenomena. This one is a touch drier, and this is so deep that it comes out almost a navy blue. Just as a heads up. And I'm making some of these, sometimes these reds and these purples stain just a touch. So if you see something on my finger that looks weird, that's what it is from. All right. Then we've got some of the shimmers. First is Dreamscape, Eclipse, and then Moonbeam. Those are the three. And this one has almost a duochrome to it. I don't remember how I did this where everybody saw, where you could actually see the shift on it, but I don't know. And then this is a incredibly super pale. It shows pink, but it looks, quite frankly, it looks best as an inner corner highlight. Just to tell you that right now. So that is everything that I have used this month that is not in a project, but that I used for, well, actually I used it to play around, and so I put it in the eyes project. I have to have a peek and a pit. This one's cheating because this is my go-to base. So I'm not, do I love it? Absolutely. Does it do everything I want it to do? Absolutely. But I don't know if that should really be a peak. It's an honorable mention for a peak. Let's put it that way. Then I would have to say, oh, you know, I think my favorite probably is Eclipse. Is that one Eclipse? Yeah, that one's Eclipse. I think that one is probably my favorite. It's the most me color. Both of these are really very me colors, but actually they all are. I like this palette. This whole palette's really good. The shimmers in it are really pretty. Now, if I have to pick a pit, I'm going to go, and this, okay, two of them. I have two of them. I'm not thrilled with my taffy shade from Copacetic. It's very dry and crumbly, and I don't remember it being that way, but even now it's crumbling all around. So that one made a bit of a mess. There was a lot of fallout. Part of it was my own fault because I had too much. It was too much on my finger, but you have to get enough of it on there to get an even application. So it's kind of hit or miss with that. But then I'm going to have to say this is my other one. And that's the, oh, what number is it? 4. It's number 4. It's a rose gold to the point where it's very, very rose gold. So there's, I don't know. It's just not my favorite color for me. It will be absolutely stunningly beautiful on someone with a darker complexion who has a warm undertone. It is a gorgeous shade, just not on me. And I really wish this one wasn't quite so dark that it looks blue or black. I don't know what you guys are seeing. It is super deep purple, but even when I look at the swatch, I'm coming up with almost a navy on that. I don't love that. So my pits are, one, it might be my fault. It might be something that's old. And two, well, yeah, the other couple are color preference. So I don't hate any of them. Would I absolutely use them again? 100%. But not my all-time favorites. So that is all that I have for this month. Make sure you check everybody else out that's doing this. If you're doing this and I don't have you in my description box, put it in my comments for me so that I can remember to include you, okay? And I think that's everything that I want to say. So thank you for sticking around with me with my crazy train ways and my can't pick a single for peak or pit type of problems that I have here. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, everybody, see ya. Bye.